ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ. Welcome to another segment of Coach Gurbani's a-sabad-a-day. We continue with our recitation from Rag Asamala Tija Patti. The writing on the slate, composition of the third Nanak, and the stanzas we are going to consider today are 5 through 9. The recitation first. Tudh sir Likhia, so pad pandit, avra no na sikhal bikhya. Pehla phaha paya pade, pichon de gal chatੜਿਆ. ਸੱਸੈ ਸੰਜਮ ਗਇਓ ਮੂੜੇ, ਏਕ ਦਾਨ ਤੁਧ ਕੁਥਾਇ ਲਿਆ. ਸਾਈ ਪੁੱਤਰੀ ਜਜਮਾਨ ਕੀ ਸਾ ਤੇਰੀ, ਏਤ ਦਾਨ ਖਾਧੈ ਤੇਰਾ ਜਨਮ ਗਿਆ. ਮਮੈ ਮਤ ਹਿਰ ਲਈ ਤੇਰੀ ਮੂੜੇ, ਹਉ ਮੈਂ ਵੱਡਾ ਰੋਗ ਪਿਆ. ਅੰਤਰਿਆਤਮੈ ਬ੍ਰਹਮ ਨਾ ਚੀਨਿਆ, ਮਾਇਆ ਕਾ ਮੁਹਤਾਜ ਭਇਆ. ਕੱਕੈ ਕਾਮ ਕ੍ਰੋਧ ਪਰਮਿਓ, ਮੂੜੇ ਮਮਤਾ ਲਾਗੇ ਤੁਧ ਹਰ ਵਿਸਰਿਆ. ਪੜ੍ਹੇ ਗੁਣੈ ਤੂੰ ਬਹੁਤ ਪੁਕਾਰਹਿ, ਵਿਣ ਬੂਝੇ ਤੂੰ ਡੂਬ ਮੁਆ. ਤਤੈ ਤਾਮਸ ਜਲਿਓ ਮੂੜੈ, ਥਥੈ ਥਾਨ ਭ੍ਰਿਸ਼ਟ ਹੁਆ. ਗੱਗੇ ਘਰ ਘਰ ਫਿਰੇ ਤੂੰ ਮੂੜੇ, ਦੱਦੇ ਦਾਨ ਨਾ ਤੁਧ ਲਿਆ. So the first verse, Tudh sir Likhia, so pad pandit, is a caution to the pandit. Now, pandits are traditionally teachers in religious matters. So this is a caution to the pandit. And the caution is, Tudh sir Likhia, so pad pandit, to convey the essence of the scriptures and not to misguide others by feeding them the poison of self-serving rites and rituals. Avra no na sikhal bikhya. Bikhya is poison, meaning something that harms people rather than helps them. So this is a caution to the pandit, whose role it is to actually convey the essence of the scriptures to the general populace. And the pandit is reminded, Pehle phaha paya pade. First, you entangle yourself, or at least this is a caution that you will be first. The noose of death will be tied around your neck. So the Guru says you entangle yourself first, and then you trap innocent followers. Pishon degal chatੜਿਆ. Chatड़ा as a pupil, a disciple. This refers to the laity. So the pandit is being warned not to poison people's minds, to help the laity by giving them the essence of the scriptures. The pandit is being cautioned, in other words, not to make religion a business. But that is precisely what the pandit does, as we will see from the subsequent verses. So the first letter here today, in the 6th verse, is sasa. Sasya sanjam gayo moode. So we will notice the use of the word moode. Mooda is one who is in a stupor, but it also means willful blindness, and I take it in that sense. We are willfully blind. So the Guru says, Sasya sanjam gayo moode. Sanjam, from the letter sassa, is derived sanjam, which means discipline, control. Gayo has gone, Mode. So you're willfully blind. You have willfully allowed your discipline to break down. And this is an example in this verse of the Pandit profiteering from the laity. The Guru says, you have lost all control. You have no discipline, and you have actually gambled away your professionalism because you are willfully blind to accepting large sums of money from dubious sources in the name of donations. Sounds familiar? So the Guru says, Mure, ek daan tudh kuthai laya. Kuthai is an inappropriate source. The Guru says you are sourcing your life through inappropriate means. And then he offers an example. He says, Sai putri jajaman ki sa teri. The daughter of your host. Now, evidently, this is a Pandit who also conducts the marriage ceremony. So the Guru says, Sai putri jajaman ki sa teri. The daughter of your host is or should be treated as your daughter. Instead, you're accepting large donations. Your life has been spent in usurping what belongs to others. So the Guru couldn't be clearer that in matters of religion, don't make it a business. And then the seventh stanza, in this verse, the letter being considered as a mamma. And from mamma comes the word mati, or understanding, or intellect. So as a consequence of having lost all discrimination, the Guru is saying to the Pandit, your mati, your understanding, has been corrupted. Bude, you fool. It has been corrupted by the affliction of haume. Haume vadda rog paya. Mamme mat hir lai teri. Hir is to snatch away. Your discriminative powers have been snatched away, you fool. Haume vadda rog paya. Because of the affliction of I-ness, possessiveness, greed. So the affliction of haume is the killer. It blinds you. It corrupts the understanding. Antar atma brahmana china. Antar atma. Atam, the soul, resides within. It is the creator within. Na china. You do not recognize that. Why? Because Maya ka mohtaj bhaya. You are beholden to Maya, which is a term that is also used for money, but refers to the world play. So you're blinded to the presence of the self within because you're so taken up with the world outside. The eighth verse, the letter is kaka, from which are derived the words kam and krodh. Kam is desire in a generic sense. In a narrow sense, it refers to sexual desire. So desire and krodh, anger, they're related terms. Because if desire doesn't find an outlet, it can translate into anger. So you fool, the Guru says, and he's used this word consistently for the Pandit, which tells you something. You, he says, are driven by desire and anger. Kam, krodha, parameo, mure, you fool. You're possessed by these things. You're possessed by attachment to the world, mamata lagge, possessiveness, self-conceit. Because you're driven by desire, because you're driven by anger, Because you're possessive, you have lost awareness of your true self, of the har self. Tudh har visaraya. You may recite the scriptures aloud and make it appear as though it is a virtue to do that. In other words, you're a hypocrite. Padhe gun hai tu bahut pukare, repeatedly and aloud. But the fact is, because you lack discernment, you can't separate what is good and what is bad, and you engage in the kind of behavior that you do, you will drown in death, the Guru says. You are drowned, essentially. Lost cause. And the last verse for today, the 9th one, offers the word tatta, from which is derived the word tamas that the Guru wishes to speak about. Tamas is ignorance and inertia. So tatta tamas jalyo mude jalyo, the fire of ignorance, which again is another word for the ego, desire, consumes you, you fool. Tatte tamas jalyo mude. And then the Guru switches to the word tattha, the next word in the alphabet, which is derived and means than or place. So the Guru says, because of your ignorance, because of your ego, you have essentially defiled your very presence wherever you live, your environment, mental as well as external. Kagge kar kar fire tu mude, you fool, you wander from house to house, using the pivot of the word gagga, kar kar, from house to house. But dadda, from the word dadda, danna tudlaya, you did not read the letter dadda correctly because you really did not obtain the charity or the gift of Naam. So you have missed the whole point by engaging in the sort of behavior that the Guru has illustrated. So we have to watch it. We have to be ethically upright. There is a moral imperative to our lives. We cannot be exploiters. We cannot be corrupt. On that note, Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh.